You set a goal, I'll read 20 books this year. Enthusiasm is high. 3 weeks in, life happens and your book stack is already collecting dust next to your yoga mat. We have all been there, right? So, what do we do when our goals seem to slip away? The usual advice: set smart goals, build better habits. But this begs the question, which approach truly works? Today, I'm not just going to give you another productivity hack. I want to contrast these two different approaches: smart goals and habit based goals, based on a real 30-day experiment I conducted. First, let's define SMART goals. If you have ever worked in a company or read a productivity book, you have heard this before. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. This is one of the most popular goal-setting techniques because it gives you clarity. Easy to track, clear deadlines, and when done well, they motivate you because the path feels defined. But how many of us have actually achieved those goals without falling off track? Now, on the other side, we have habit-based goals. These focus on system rather than the outcome. You don't obsess over numbers, you master the process. Instead of making a resolution to read 20 books, you build a habit about reading, say 20 minutes a day. This shifts the focus to consistency and incremental progress. This approach is preferred as it reduces pressure, builds momentum, and aligns with identity. It's more like doing something small, consistently enough so that results follow. Now, what's the difference between these two techniques? With SMART goals, you know what you are aiming for. There's a deadline, clear metrics, they are like project blueprints. When working with habit goals, you're not chasing the results. No deadlines. You simply focus on being consistent and developing new habits to support your goals. I specifically picked these two methods, SMART technique, because it's the most popular one that many people use. I personally wanted to build better habits and systems for my long-term planning and make changes to my overall strategy. Hence, the habit-based approach. Now, starting with our experiment, here is how I set this up. So, over 30 days, I tested both strategies. I chose the same goal: reach 500 YouTube subscribers in 2 weeks. The first part of my month was dedicated to SMART goals. For the second half, I worked with a habit-based approach. Each method ran for 2 weeks. I tracked the results in 3 ways: output, number of subscribers I made; performance, what worked, what didn't work; momentum, how was my energy and focus. The goal of the experiment was to determine which methods work best for me. So let's see how it went, starting with SMART goals. I created a simple sheet. Each goal had SMART values clearly defined. My plan had weekly deadlines and clear deliverables. I had laser focus, a number to hit, and I was aiming for sky-high performance full of motivation. And the results? The SMART goals were exhilarating at first. I loved ticking off boxes and watching my progress. My energy meter was at maximum, full of motivation. Clear deadlines gave me the exact structure I needed. But as days got busy, those goals felt like an obligation rather than a joy. My motivation waned, and I often found myself frustrated when I couldn't keep up. At times, I skipped deeper research on some blogs just to meet my timelines. Also, it felt chasing like a matrix, always on the go. And if something unexpected came up, the plan didn't flex well. It felt rigid, which led to heavy self doubt. It's excellent for high stakes, clear goals, but pressure heavy otherwise. Then I flipped the script to focus on process, not the outcomes, with habit based goals. I created a template inspired by James Clear's Atomic Habits to track and reflect on my progress. The overall intent with this setup was to build sustainable momentum and remove decision fatigue. And the results? In stark contrast, the habit based approach transformed my relationship with my work. I wasn't counting the number of subscribers or comments, I was savoring the experience. I actually wrote 13 or 15 mornings. Not only did I nearly reach my goals, but I also got a lot of additional ideas for continuation series on the side. With the habit of creating micro videos daily, I created more excerpts for YouTube Shorts. I never missed a full week, even when busy. And it felt more forgiving. I could miss a day without abandoning the entire goal. However, it's not ideal when you need to hit a specific outcome by a fixed date. You are someone who thrives on deadlines more than routines because it's harder to quantify success midway, so you need patience. This goal setting method works wonders if you struggle with perfectionism or energy dips. So, what does this tell us? Goals are powerful, but the way you frame them can make all the difference. It's more about matching the method to your moment. Setting goals is about direction, identity, and let's be honest, sanity. If we don't know why we are pursuing them, the method doesn't matter. So, if you are feeling overwhelmed, smart method helps narrow focus. If you feel stuck in procrastination, habits remove the daily decision loop. Are you finding motivation inconsistent? Habits foster a rhythm that carries you forward. Do you have vague dreams that seem to fade? The smart method can turn them into plans. In short, if you are someone who thrives with clarity and deadlines, smart goals gives you clear structure. And if you are in a creative planning or freelancing space where you need a routine more than deadlines, consistency more than relevance, a habits based goal method builds that rhythm for you. So, for me, in the work I do, I have learned that consistency trumps intensity every time. So, habit based goals help me more. Often, I set a smart goal and then empower it with daily habits to keep the momentum alive. So, what's your style? Do you prefer structure or rhythm? Are you focused more on results or is consistency your guide? Are you ready to transform your aspirations into achievable results? Our expertly designed habit based goal template, deeply inspired by James Clear's Atomic Habits, helps you build long term momentum around what truly matters without the pressure of deadlines. You'll start by prioritizing three goals using the SWOT analysis to leverage your strengths and acknowledge your weaknesses. Then, our template will guide you step by step in creating sustainable habits. You'll generate a powerful system filled with cues, rewards, and action steps to help you stay focused and motivated. Plus, you can reflect on your progress, analyze your patterns, and improve with every cycle, all while utilizing skills you already know with Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel. So, why wait? Try out our goal setting template. check the link in the comments to download it. Let's turn those goals into a reality together. To summarize this whole experiment, remember, no one method will magically fix your goals. What matters is matching the method to your mindset and the type of work you are into. This experiment helped me move from pressure to progress. So if you struggle with setting or sticking to goals, maybe it's not you, maybe it's the method. Try different ones. Borrow what works, toss what doesn't. Test both of these methods, notice what works, and if you want to test with us, we frequently do such experiments for our own research and writing purposes. Is there another goal setting system you want me to test next? OKRs, vision boards, or 12-week year? Drop it in the comments. Which goal setting technique should we try next? If this shifted your thinking, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone navigating a tough dynamic. Discover more articles, tools, and personalized solutions to upskill professionally at theblogrelay.com. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.